Were they the ones holding you back? Someone's worried that you haven't reached out, like you might have had a come up, a glow up, and you have not reached out to them, and they always thought you would. They didn't think your story was over, and now they wonder, is that what you thought this whole time? They definitely don't want it to be over. If this is for you, you do know who it is. May have been trying to reach out to you recently. Was it them all along? Why didn't you tell them? They feel like there are things you could have told them. If they were a red flag, they wanted to know. Like, you really gave them a wake-up call about themselves. If they lost you, then what else could go wrong in their life? Like, they just thought you were a sure thing. Spill tea oracle deck. I'm also going to go to what's the tea? I'm going to read all these together. This card came out face up into you. Good chemistry, great vibes, pure intentions. That's what they thought you had. That's what they thought you sensed from them. Unfiltered truth. Love triangle. Hidden agenda. Scarcity tactics. Reflecting. This is about the wake-up call they had, but they thought they could really pull you into some kind of love triangle, or they think you were further ahead in the relationship. Like it wasn't supposed to be exclusive, but if you wanted it to be exclusive, it could have been. They also used some scarcity tactics with you, though. They wanted you to chase them. Like, I'm in demand. You better get me while you can. That's what they don't realize. And that was the hidden agenda. Like, they chose someone else who was easier. Take that how it resonates. Someone who they could manipulate easier. Unfiltered truth. You told them the truth. Here's the funny thing. They're acting like it was you, but really it was them. They couldn't handle certain things from you. They picked, like I said, the easier choice. They really were thinking you were going to bend. Oh, that's funny. People do that all the time. Like, they just thought they were going to manipulate you and you weren't having it. Congratulations. Congratulations. You don't deserve this from them. But you know who it is if it's for you. And you may have had an awkward encounter with them or suddenly start thinking about them. And I know some people don't believe in that, and I didn't used to either. Until I realized the power in our mind anyway. Unspoken Truth Oracle deck. Let me just see what they want to say. And this is just for your intuition. Hearing your name still makes my heart race. It's someone looking at a phone. Goes along with this into you. They just thought you had this connection, but they're out there with other people trying to make you jealous. They don't realize that's what they were doing. It's just naturally how they are. And they probably are like, everybody's like this. But there was more to it than that, huh? If it had to be that hard, if you had to chase this person, then what was the point? They wanted a chase. They loved the chase. And they thought they were chasing you. And it's not just a love triangle. There's several people. It's like they planted a few seeds in a garden. And you do that. Like, I garden too. And I don't like to do that thing where you have to weed out some of them. I just don't like pulling up a plant. But that's what they did. That's what a lot of people do. They'll, plant too many. And then when they start sprouting, take away the ones you don't want, depending on what kind of plant it is. And that's what they do. They throw out seed and then just whatever comes up, I'll pick the best ones. And they don't realize that's what's going on. Because you don't have to garden that way. Serious compatibility issues with you and this person. Nothing to fear, just for today. Unique insight. Clear mind. Do not forget this. Journal about this. Did you see them in person? I know some of you did. You saw them in person or maybe got a holiday card. Some of you might have even gotten a holiday card, and this is weird, from the couple, from the person they're with, because maybe they are in a couple now, and I know that's not going to resonate for everybody, but this is really complicated. Like, this person ended up with someone else thinking that they were going to be with you, even if it was short term. Like, it wasn't even really deep. But you need to clear your mind and journal about this, whatever you learned about it. And if there are things you liked about this person, great. Manifest it with someone else. And don't look beyond today. Whoever I'm talking to right here is worried that this is going to keep happening. I get that a lot. I know, that's just human nature. These things we go through, we're just like, oh, this always happens to me. I want you to stop saying that right now. I want you to stop saying that. I know it feels like lying to start saying, I am healed if you're actually sick. Go within, ask yourself, start speaking those things that are not as though they are. That's what Jesus told us to do. Don't be afraid. Certain religious people might make you think it's wrong to try to speak things into existence. And I realize some people are so pushy with that, but you got to go within. Ask yourself what to do. Don't sit around cursing yourself saying, I'm just going to attract these people. I want you to have a long imagination session where you just imagine yourself bathed in gold light, protected. And instead of letting the world tell you what's going to enter your energy field, you decide that. Pretending you're just playing a video game. Perfect love comes to me at exactly the right time. Start saying things like that. I am safe. I am protected. I have nothing to fear. I want you to really do that. I want you to sit. You don't have to say it out loud. Just meditate. Even just a few minutes, even if it's while you're on the toilet, okay? Outside the United States, believe it or not, people, they use the word toilet more. So here in the United States, it's kind of a gross thing to say. We would say bathroom or restroom. And in Canada, you would say washroom. Even if that's where you have to be to have this moment where you're bathed in light, saying good things to yourself, I want you to do that because this is not going to keep happening to you. But you know what? It is if you keep saying that. And I know I didn't used to believe this stuff either, but I'm telling you what I've learned, and I'm about to really change my content here because I can't be quiet about it anymore. Start saying good things to yourself. Start believing good things for yourself. What if you were playing a video game where all these things keep coming to you, these bad relationships, because you believed they were going to come, because it's happened so many times? Of course it's going to keep happening. No, you stop the cycle now. Imagine that cycle just stopping. Just imagine that you're brand new. Just for today, clear your mind. And don't let this get to you. Last card. You deserve to succeed. This is what I'm saying. It's like everything in your world right now might be trying to tell you, come down on you and say, this is who you are. This is what you have to be. Look, I've gone through some stuff myself lately that I'm not even going to talk about. I'm taking my own advice here. In fact, I did take my own advice, and it was very helpful, and I'm glad I did. Because we can be around people who just beat us down mentally, and when you're around certain people, the negativity can rub off. Your mind is a magnetic battery. And people whose energy isn't grounded is going to feel a lot more chaotic. A lot more just like a live wire. Have you ever seen a live wire out there sparking around? I have. I had to call the fire department about that one time. That's what people are if their energy's not grounded. That energy's just out there for anyone to use or manipulate. Ground your energy. Protect it. Even if it's just saying I'm protected, you might say, well, how do I do that? Just imagine a gold light of protection around you. Whatever that looks like for you, just gold light. And start saying, I am protected. It is done. Look, if you want success, love, whatever you want, let go of your limiting beliefs. I believe it for you because you know what? I've been through it myself. I shouldn't even be here anymore. A lot of us are like that. No, I don't want your sympathy or your hug. Oh my gosh. We've all been through stuff. Let's just keep going. We all succeed. You deserve to succeed. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.